Hi! Thank you so much for tuning in to your Written in the Stars Taroscope for December. I'm really glad you decided to join me. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoy your reading for the month and that it guides and serves you very well. I'm going to be doing something a little different this month. I will be doing your December Taroscope as usual, but I'll be adding a second spread at the end called my Fiercely Focused spread, which is going to give you a really overarching theme for your month, as well as some really specific action steps for things you can do when it comes to the mental, physical, financial, emotional, and creative aspects of your life in December. So I hope that you'll enjoy that. Happy holidays. I'm really looking forward to them myself. I don't know if you can tell, I'm pretty excited about the holidays. And if you will stay tuned to the end, I do have a special holiday message for you from a bit of a guest star. So stay tuned and find out what's up with that. And if you like your reading, I hope that you will like it and subscribe and let me know what you felt in the comments, because I would love to hear from you. And thank you so much, and without further ado, on to your December Taroscope. Hey, Leo. Wow, jumpers. Thank you for tuning in to your December 2016 Taroscope. I am super excited to see what is ahead for you in December. And I'm doing something a little bit new this month. I will be doing a second spread after the first spread called the Fiercely Focused spread that I made, which will go into some really, like, a specific theme for you this month, and then some really, really specific actionable steps that you can take when it comes to, like, the physical, mental, emotional, work, and creative realms of your life. So we're definitely going to look at what you should be putting your spotlight on this month, Leo. After all, you are the sign of the spotlight. Leo, December 2016. You ready for this? I'm very ready for this. Okay, Leo. Well, as usual, you don't mess around. Okay. I like that. Okay, interesting month for you, Leo. Okay, so Spirit wants to immediately address this stuff up here. There is no sugarcoating, a bit of a sense of loss in December for you, Leo. A little bit of heartbreak, of heartache, of a little bit of betrayal. And what Spirit is saying is that for some of you, this is the holidays. Like, the holidays just bring about a little bit of sadness because of a recent loss or even a past loss. Like, there's just somebody who, I mean, you rule the heart, Leo. So when you let someone in your heart, and then whether it's through their own fault or not, and they leave you and break your heart, I mean, you feel that. You take that hard because you give so much. But this is, I feel like this is Spirit's way of asking you to think about, what do you really want? Have you been giving your heart to the right people? Have you been entrusting your emotions with the right people? And this isn't just a lover. This is anyone in your life who has an emotional hold over you, anyone who you carry in your heart, Leo, that is hurting you. Spirit wants you to think about where you're putting your energy and whether that is producing the results that you want. So let's go here first. You have so many paths, Leo, and so many abilities. And in December, you really need to, like, fine down your choices. Like, you need to not pick 7 cups and pour the same finite amount of liquid, that same amount of energy that you have. If you scatter it into 7 different projects or tasks or things to do, you're going to end up with 7 barely done tasks. But if you choose, you know, let's say 2 of these cups, you choose 3 of these cups and eliminate 4, you're going to have 3 full cups. So really put your energy where it matters. Don't pour your energy into things and people and projects that break your heart, or kind of, what I'm hearing is that some of you are going to get kind of ditched in the middle of a project, or you've just been ditched. Like, someone said, okay, let's collaborate or let's affiliate, and then they're going to kind of drop out. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know that is not the end all be all. That is not as bad as you think it's going to be if somebody ditches you. This in the tarot, I mean, look at it, obviously, like, Jesus, nobody wants to pull that card, nobody wants to see that. But the really important thing about this card is that it's called the nightmare card, meaning what you're experiencing, the anxiety, the fear, it's not that it's invalid, but it's that your fears have very little to do with reality. It's something, the shadow of what you're afraid of, you're making it so much bigger by keeping it to yourself, by being alone in your room, just worrying, just worrying. These cyclical swords here represent cyclical thoughts. Just a vicious cycle. Like, don't worry alone this month, Leo. Reach out to someone. And Spirit is telling me that you do have people in your life, very loving people. And for some of you, it's going to be like, okay, I'm going home for the holidays because this is a card of reunion. And that's going to be very refreshing for you. You need like a refreshing perspective, because I feel like you've been kind of chasing your own tail and running around your own mind just over and over and over again, and it's not coming up with new answers, and that's only going to make you feel more like this, more anxious, more, more isolated, more alone. And what is going to be, I love this actually, Leo, because now I tend to go one by one and look at the cards as Spirit guides me. But now as I look past this, is like, this is the only rocky kind of part of your month. So really it's a matter of not letting yourself become so focused on what didn't work out that you miss out on some amazing inspiration. And Spirit is saying that there's a danger of that look at you, like, you're a fire sign, Leo, and this is the Ace of Wands. This is amazing creative and spiritual potential. You have a brilliant idea. And if you are so busy, like, having your head in your hands that you don't even see the spark in you that is ready to like grow into a wildfire, it needs air. So don't lock yourself up in an airtight room, is what Spirit is saying. So that's not exactly like you, Leo. You know, you're very outgoing and everything, but this month you might be just feeling a little bit depressed or anxious. Especially I'm feeling like maybe at the beginning of the month, because for a lot of you it's like, okay, get through this, and then if you can get to this, oh, everything else unfolds so beautifully. I want to say that December is kind of a major month for you, and I want to say that Spirit is saying turning point. And I say that because you have this Chariot, you have Judgment, the Fool, like, you have all these cards of like new choice, new adventure, clean slate with the Fool, and then this Moon, which is saying it's a transition. The phase is changing, the landscape is shifting under the light until you can't really see the way it is anymore. The way it is completely new and different, and you're kind of going on a pilgrimage. That was the word that Spirit used. So for some of you that may have a lot of significance, like you really are going on like a solo journey in December, to kind of get to know yourself, or maybe just taking like, okay, I need this weekend to really dive into my book or my project or my business. You're going through a change. It's funny, like, as I'm looking at this, Spirit was telling me werewolf. So it's like, you are going to go through a shift. You're going to transform in December. And it's a chance for you to find freedom. And that's like emotional liberation is what I'm feeling from this. So for many of you, it's like you need to kind of, wow, right as I was about to say detach. Spirit brings me over here to this King of Swords. I feel like there is someone in your life who is pretty harsh, and I'm feeling like that is this King of Swords. It's not that this person doesn't care, Leo, but they don't have a very heartfelt way about them. And again, you rule the heart. So is this King of Swords the one who's putting the sword through your heart with their harsh words, with their harsh observations and judgments? I feel like this is an air sign. So this could be someone Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and if not their sun sign, either their moon or their rising, or they have a lot of air sign in their chart, because these are people who speak their mind. They don't speak their heart. You know what I mean? Like, this person may have some very like terse words for you that really just make you feel, I mean, like they're cutting off your head, like they've bitten off your head, and you're just like, oh my God, like how can anybody, if you claim to love me, how could you say that to me? And what I want to say is that for a lot of you, this is a misunderstanding. Like, they don't even know that they're doing this to you. They don't even know that the way that they speak to you and the way that they think of you even hurts you so much. So you may need to have a very clear conversation with this person. And it may even be a matter of like, hey, listen, if you don't stop putting a sword through my heart, I can't take this. Like, I'm going to have to walk away if you don't stop. So for some of you, it's like, go ahead and have that conversation, like overcome that opposition. You have the Chariot, which is like the ultimate sign of victory, and not just victory. It's like, I encounter obstacles, but it's not just that I defeat those obstacles, it's that I leverage them and use them to my own advantage. So everything that you're going through, every bump in the road, Leo, is a chance to learn. It's an opportunity to acquire a new skill, is what Spirit is saying. Like, so many things that you go through in December, you're going to take forward with you. Like, wow, I really learned how to deal with this harsh person, and I'm never going to forget that. I'm never going to forget that I need to, like, put forth clear boundaries so that I never end up feeling this way, and so that I have time for what fills me with passion and joy. And I'm feeling like there's this big victory, like, and when I say that, Spirit is saying like it's a personal victory, like it's something that you yourself wanted so badly. Like, maybe other people won't know that, like, oh my God, I finished a chapter in a script, like, or a book that I haven't written, like, that I have not touched for months and years. And maybe nobody else knows how difficult that was for you to seize this inspiration and really go for it. But who cares? Like, it's only important that you know how important this is to you, and that you really dive into it and, like, go through the tunnel, like, go through this tunnel of change, because something amazing is going to come running out on the other side. Your Chariot is going to come dashing out to victory on the other side. And I'm feeling like there's money. There's new bits and, like, little bits of money flowing into you. So yeah, okay, it's the holidays. So for some of you, this is like you might be getting gifts of cash and things like that. But for many of you, I feel like this is an opportunity that you yourself have cultivated or are planning to cultivate. Like, this is the seed that either you need to plant, but I really feel like for a lot of you, this is a seed you have planted, and Spirit is saying don't ignore it. Like, keep going to it. It still has so much worth and so much value packed inside. This tiny seed, this Ace of Pentacles, has so much potential to grow into an orchard of pentacles. So really invest in yourself. Really think about your money. Like, do some budgeting in December, and not just like, oh shit, I need to buy Christmas gifts budgeting, but like, okay, how much time and what kind of resources do I need to make more money, to enjoy more abundance, and invest in yourself. Like, if that's like, okay, I need to buy a planner, then buy a planner. Or if that's like, I've been wanting to garden and I, live in the South, so this is the right time to start planting things, go ahead and buy yourself a few pots and some soil and start planting. Whatever it is, whether it's a job opportunity, a little bit of money, or literal plants, it's time to plant and grow and sow your seeds. Sow your seeds, Leo. That's what they're saying. And they use the word seeds like it's multiple, and then they show me this. Like, so many things come into your life so fast and inspiring and exciting and creative. I mean, it's a meteor. It's a bolt from the blue arriving at the gates. And then there's this beautiful rainbow overhead, just symbolizing that there's going to be clarity. There's going to be clarity after these thunderclouds. You have a rainbow, and after the moon as well. I really like that. For some reason, they're drawing my attention to the sky and saying that this is very much representative of how it's going to go. Like, the backgrounds of these cards, very indicative of how your month is going to pan out. And so expect things to arrive. Expect, like, sudden invitations to, like, hey, do you want to do this project? Like, hey, do you want to get involved in this play? Hey, do you want to do this with me? Like, we should definitely do this. And it's going to be like, wow, I thought everything was going kind of slow and I wasn't really sure where to put my focus. And it's like, as soon as you focus, wow, it's going to come in fast. Like, and that is how that works, Leo. Like, you need to put your intention out clearly to the universe. So it's like, okay, like, recognize the way in which you've been hurt and the way in which you've been holding yourself back as a result of that grief, and cut out the crap, cut out the stuff, the cups that are not working, that are never going to get filled. And wow, as I said that, Spirit said, like, some of these cups have a fucking hole cut in the bottom of them. So you can keep pouring your energy in and it's going to keep running out. So cut that stuff. Cut the stuff that's like, I keep trying and pouring into this and nothing is happening. No returns at all. Let it go. It's not that you have to let it go forever, but it's certainly not working now, and there are better places where you could put your energy to capitalize on momentum that you already have. Momentum, this chariot down here, this passion that is driving you and driving you to make a decision. Okay, so things coming in fast. And there's also a really wonderful sense of welcoming. And this is the Six of Cups, and cups are love, cups are feelings and emotions. And this is obviously, I mean, it's quite a come hither card. She's even offering up an apple. But generally, the Six of Cups is, I mean, she's nude because the Six of Cups represents innocence. Again, as come hither and as, you know, fabulous as her body is, the real meaning is she doesn't need artifice, and neither do you. This is like, coming back to friends and old family that just make you feel like a child again, that just make you feel so natural and at ease. And that is going to do you so much good in December. For some of you, this is a reunion, like someone from your past that you maybe thought something was over with, and it's really not. That's what Spirit is saying. So Spirit, these are general readings, Leo. So not every single one of you is going to be like having a reunion with a past lover. I would love to be as specific to just you watching this video right now in this moment as I could. But these are definitely readings for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you do want a more in-depth, personal, like specific reading, you can book one-on-one with me, and I have linked my shop below. So okay, not every one of you, this is a lover. For some of you, this is even like siblings, like, or just childhood friends. Like you go back home and you see the old gang. And so there's this like sense of nostalgia, and I also feel like a sense of renewal and possibility. So for some of you, it's like you rekindle old relationships again, whether it's romantic or just friendships. It's like, oh, let's spark that up again. Like that was, I don't know how I lost you. You make me feel so open, so free, so connected. So reconnect with somebody in December, Leo, that makes you feel loved, that reminds you of good times in your life, and that fills you with energy, and vice versa. Like there's a beautiful exchange here, very much in contrast with who is not giving back to you, that we were talking about up here, who keeps breaking your heart and poking holes in the bottom of your cups, no matter how hard you try. So there will be people and loved ones who really give you what you deserve in December. Oh, and this is nothing to sneeze at. By the end of December, Leo, you're going to be making a decision that changes your life. I know that is a big promise. And tarot is not fatalistic. It is very much like a weather forecast. This is where your choices are taking you. This is the path that has been laid out as a result of your past and recent and your present decisions. But Spirit, that is what Spirit said. Like life-changing decisions. Like I'm closing the door on this and I'm opening the door on this. Like I am coming back to life. I am letting go of the shit that was killing me, killing my spirit, killing my soul. I'm going to wake up and come back to life and be myself. That is what Spirit is saying. Wow, that's pretty incredible, Leo. I mean, it's almost not important to any other member of the zodiac as you that you are truly yourself. Like faking it does not jive with you. And I feel like some of you have been faking it, and that you kind of need to, that's not a judgment, by the way. Like, and again, these are general readings, so I'm not saying everybody who's watching this has been faking it, but some of y'all know that you've been putting your real desires and needs on the back burner in order to accomplish other things, make other people happy, serve other projects and needs, and your time is up. Wow, like Spirit brought me right over to this hourglass in his hand and said, your time is up. Like, time to wake up, time to put the crap behind you and come back to life, because you're ready for a new life, Leo. Like that, again, I know that is like a huge thing to say, and you definitely need to tune in in mid-December when I'll be putting out the 2017, a tarot reading for all of 2017, because you're definitely opening a doorway at the end of December. And that always involves closing a doorway as well. So it's like, yeah, you're putting an end to stuff that's not real, stuff that is not serving you. And again, Spirit said not real. Just any kind of artifice, any kind of like, I'm putting this on so that other people can be okay. It's time to let go of that. Okay, so I've got a second deck of cards over here. And this is when we will do your fiercely focused spread. So I'm going to remove these guys so that we can lay out your second spread and like really get an idea of what you need to be focusing on and looking at in December. And I really like, this is even better, especially on the heels of that Judgment card saying like, okay, it's time for your life to change, time for you to go through this doorway. That's pretty intense, Leo, and pretty exciting. Okay, what's your focus? Justice. Karma. Okay. And then we'll be picking a card for what you will be thinking and talking about, which is the Swords, the air element. What's going to be on your mind and in your mouth. Wow. There's a lot of truth-telling happening in December. I think you are the third of the signs to get that Page of Swords. Wow. Pardon the leaf blower on a Saturday, Leo. Hope you can't hear that as well as I can. That is very unfortunate. Okay. And I'm on the second floor, if that tells you how loud that is. Okay. And now, Leo, we're going to pick a card for your emotional state, what you'll be feeling, and how you can be relating in December to your best advantage. Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay. Now, when it comes to your body and your budget, which is Pentacles, the earth element, what's going on for you in December? Okay, a little bit of Christmas shopping hangover maybe. Okay, and finally, let's look at your creative and spiritual vibe in December. What kind of inspiration or spark or conflict are you going through in December? Ha! That same Eight of Wands. This is, of course, it's a different deck, but that card that was at the bottom of your reading with the rainbow and the meteor. So you're getting some more confirmation for like, wow, things are going to happen faster than you think. Okay, so Justice in December, Leo. That is completely underlining what Spirit was saying about like who is being unfair to you, and to be fair, to whom are you being unfair? To whom are you not being in balance and being very clear about what you consider to be right and wrong and what you want? It's time to bring your life into balance. It's time to tell the truth and demand the truth from others as well. So that could be that closing door and opening door that Spirit was talking about. Like some of you need to end and begin certain associations if you are to be very honest with yourself, true to yourself, and just. And that matters to you, Leo. Being a good person, being honorable, that matters to you. So as I say that, Spirit brings me right over here and says like a sense of injustice is contributing to a sense of like struggle for you, Leo. So you may be wrestling with feelings of guilt, or you may be wrestling with feelings of being betrayed by another. And there's a little bit of like tightening your belt in December. There's a little bit of like scarcity, like don't go over budget, like hold on to what you have, make the most of your resources, make, you know, some of your gifts are going to be like, okay, I made this paper mache ornament for you at home, like, or I wrote you a poem, or I gave you a tarot reading if you're that kind of person. Like, do what you can do without spending. And that doesn't mean be miserly. It just means make sure that you're not spending bill money on presents or travel or any of those things that come with the holidays. Like, be very sure that you get all of your bills and your groceries taken care of. And then what you have beyond that to give, I know you will give generously because that's in your nature. And if you find yourself struggling whether that's emotionally or actually with money. Spirit is saying that several somethings good are arriving in your life in December. So they're telling me to tell you, don't worry. If you're going through this, don't worry, and don't feel like this is like the end all be all, like, oh my God, that's it. I'm going to have to tighten my belt 8 notches because I'm never going to eat again. That is not the case. There is warmth to be found for you. And again, they're reminding me that some of you need to go to those friends and loved ones and family members that again fill you with joy and remind you of how much there is in life, because there may be some points where you're like, wow, like I have nothing, or like, what did I do this all for if I'm still going to feel like I'm out in the cold, outside looking in. And like there's a little bit of why me. And don't ask yourself bad questions, Leo. Ask yourself good questions. Like, instead of why me, like, okay, how is this pain sculpting my soul? What is this experience asking me to learn, to do, to become? Like, what is this challenge presenting me with as an opportunity? I can become a better budgeter. I can become a smarter business person. I can become a more generous friend. Whatever it is that Spirit and the world and the universe, whatever challenge they're presenting you with, ask yourself what it's teaching you and showing you. And that is not just, it's not just mindless positive thinking like everything is going to be fine. No, it's very practical to say, okay, this is a shitty situation. What can I learn from this? So either it A, doesn't happen again, or when it happens again, because life, you know, life is peaks and valleys, I'm going to know how to handle it. How can I learn how to handle it better? Wow, this is very interesting. So what do you need to do in December? Spirit said already, you need to tell the truth. And you need to tell the truth even if it's upsetting, even if it brings some strong winds of change, even if it brings some tumultuous energy into your life. It's time for you to be honest, and I'm also feeling like others are going to be honest with you. Like you're going to be getting some kind of like a cold splash of water to the face in the morning, like, wake up, this is what is happening to you right now. And Spirit is actually saying, listen to this friend. So there may be somebody who kind of, I don't feel like they're that same King of Swords person. So the King of Swords person, like, they are so on top of their mental game and so kind of, I want to say like haughty, like a little bit like proud, that they don't even think about the level at which they're ripping you to shreds. This person is not that person. Like this person may put their foot in their mouth and may be a little too blunt at times, but they're not aiming to hurt anybody. They're aiming to speak their truth. They don't always think about the consequences. But I feel that this person cares about you, and this person has your best interest at heart, and they're going to tell you the truth. So if you're looking for a truthful opinion, look for this friend in your life that can, and it's funny because the swords are the air element, but Spirit is saying Sagittarius. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that because that's what Spirit said to say. Some of you have a Sagittarian friend that is so bluntly honest, like that they put their foot in their mouth at times, but this person really loves you and this person really wants to see you happy. So speak the truth for others and be willing to hear the truth from others. Emotionally, what's going on with you in December? A lot of you are falling in love or being presented with the chance at love. The Knight of Cups is the ultimate romantic suitor, and whether male or female, because the court cards, the gender is not, it's not a thing. You can be a female knight, you can be a female king, you can be a male queen. But this is romance, this is dreaminess, this is gifts, this is like, I'm coming to your door with a bouquet of roses and asking you back or asking you to be with me. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be debating whether you want to be with this Knight of Cups, male or female. This is like getting swept off your feet, and I feel like some of you will also be romancing others. Like you want to be this Knight of Cups. You want to be this ultimate like Prince of Hearts, you know, or princess. And you're going to be making an offering. So wow, okay, Spirit said that specifically, many of you are getting engaged. So either you're going to be putting the ring on someone's finger or someone's going to be pulling the ring out. And I really hope I'm not spoiling the surprise, but that's what Spirit said to say, that there are going to be a lot of engagements in December for you Leos. So be a little romantic about it. Write your loved one a love note. Like, be sweet and spontaneous, and that's going to serve you very well and bring a lot of joy and love into your life in December. And I know we talked about this, but I'm going to end right here on this Eight of Wands, the speed of and the many, many good, exciting things coming into your life. Like, the only bad aspect of this could be like, oh my God, I have so much on my plate all of a sudden. Like, I wanted this on my plate, but wow, that's full. Like, and this is excitement, Leo. This is like inspirations and opportunities. Like, I'm feeling like by the time December is over, you're like, whoa, 2017 is going to be a whole new ball game. Like, with all this in front of me, all this new and all this like potential. So it's like, capitalize on the potentials in December and be prepared for, be prepared to go places. Be prepared for these opportunities to take you new places, Leo. I am very excited for you, and I think December is going to be intense, but I think it's going to be very clarifying for you. I think it's going to make some things very clear and allow you to move forward in a bigger, better, more honest way that brings good karma into your life. And with that, I think me and the leaf blower outside are going to go ahead and sign off, Leo. Thank you for staying. And I'll see you at your 2017 tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in to your Taroscope. I really appreciate it, and I hope that it serves you and guides you very well through the rest of the month. And I just wanted to give you a little holiday hello from somebody special. This is Derpy, and she makes a lot of funky appearances on social media and stuff, so say hi, Derpy, and say happy holidays. I don't think she's going to say it. She only says it when the camera's off, kind of like Michigan J. Frog. But thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful December, and I hope to see you next month. Bye-bye.